series of videos chronicles my trip through New Zealand, from North Island to South Island. Today was an epic one. A full day of winding mountain roads, sailing across aqua-blue glacial waters, drifting beneath towering waterfalls, and finally rolling back into Queenstown as the light faded. As dawn's first light spilled over the mountains, I stepped outside for a quiet walk along Lake Wakatipu, and the calm morning was suddenly broken by a sea breacher slicing across the water. This high-performance, semi-submersible craft can dive, roll, and leap like a marine animal, and watching it carve across the lake's glassy surface felt like seeing a jet ski and a stunt plane fused into one. These aren't toys, they're serious, high-performance machines. A sea breacher can cost anywhere from about $85,000 to well over $120,000 depending on customization, engine upgrades, and paint design. They're rarely owned by individuals. Most people experience them through short rental sessions, since the cost and maintenance make personal ownership pretty uncommon.
Later in the morning, Alana, Morton, and I waited at the pickup point, waiting for our chartered bus. The excitement of spending a full day in Milford Sound was enough to make us forget the icy wind whipping across our faces. We finally boarded our bus, and after a few quick stops to pick up the remaining passengers, every seat was filled. With the group assembled, we rolled out of town and began the long, spectacular journey toward Milford Sound. We headed south, skirting the edge of Lake Wakatipu, before the road swung west and then north, guiding us toward our final destination. After about an hour on the road, we pulled into the Eglinton Valley viewpoint, the perfect spot to stretch our legs and take in the breathtaking panorama of mountains rising sharply on all sides. The scale of the valley made everything, including our bus, feel tiny.
Our driver sent us off on a short walk through the Mirror Lakes region, giving us a chance to wander along the still water and soak in the reflections. He'd meet us a little farther up the road, ready to carry us deeper into our journey toward Milford Sound. The Mirror Lakes are fed by clear mountain runoff from the Eglinton Valley, forming still, shallow pools that reflect the Earl Mountains with perfect clarity. We push deeper into Fjordland, the road winding between vast shadowed valleys and towering mountains that rose dramatically on either side of us. As we continued deeper into Fiordland, the Eglinton River began flowing right beside the road, its clear waters guiding our path. Before long, the landscape opened up, and we arrived at the spectacular Christie Falls, cascading down the cliffs in a burst of white water. Every turn revealed another jaw-dropping stretch of scenery, like the landscape was trying to outdo itself with each passing mile. We continued deeper into Fiordland until the road brought us to the entrance of the Homer Tunnel, a 1.2-kilometer passage carved straight through solid granite. Built in the 1930s, it's the gateway to the dramatic final stretch toward Milford Sound. At last, we reached the Milford Sound Wharf. We made our way along the dock, the towering cliffs rising around us, and boarded our waiting boat, the start of the adventure we'd been building toward all day. Our captain eased the boat away from the dock with smooth, practiced confidence, guiding us into the channel as the cliffs rose around us. In moments, we were leaving the harbor behind and launching straight into the adventure we'd been waiting for. The boat was packed with passengers, everyone scrambling for the best vantage point, leaning over railings and shifting around the deck to capture that perfect shot, whether it was video or the ultimate still image. Sailing out into Milford Sound feels like entering another world. Sheer cliffs rise straight out of the dark water. Waterfalls plunge from impossible heights, and everywhere you look, left, right, behind, above, there's something dramatic happening in every direction. And despite its name, Milford Sound isn't a sound at all.
It's a true fjord, carved by ancient glaciers that once filled this entire valley with ice. As the boat glides forward, you can almost trace the path those glaciers carved, shaping the towering walls that surround you now. Every minute reveals a new angle, a new waterfall, a new piece of Fiordland's raw, overwhelming beauty. In the distance, Stirling Falls comes into view, a towering 151-meter cascade fed by glacier melt high in the mountains. We'll swing in for a much closer look later in the cruise, but even from here, its power is unmistakable. Everywhere you look, waterfalls spill down the cliffs, some thin and delicate, others wide and thundering, each one adding its own burst of drama to the landscape. Along the way, we snapped a ton of selfies and group shots, trying to capture every bit of the thrill as the scenery kept getting more unreal with every minute. The sun was sinking low in the sky, casting long golden streaks across the water, but the warmth didn't reach us. A sharp, biting wind swept through the fjord, cutting straight through my jacket. I had to bundle up, zipping everything tight, pulling up my hood, bracing myself against the chill, just to keep the cold from settling into my bones. The scenery was stunning, but the wind made sure we never forgot how wild and untamed this place really is. We eventually reached the mouth of the sound and slipped out into the open Tasman Sea, where the swells lifted the boat and the wind hit with full force. Out here, our captain began a slow, sweeping 180-degree turn, a big, graceful arc that pointed us back toward the towering cliffs of Milford Sound. On the return journey, we hugged the opposite side of the fjord, gliding closer to the waterfalls and sheer rock walls we'd only seen from a distance on the way out. We cruised past another tour boat from a competing company, both vessels dwarfed by the sheer cliffs around us. Moments later, our captain steered us in for a much closer approach to the mighty Stirling Falls, letting us feel the full power of one of Milford Sound's most iconic waterfalls. Stirling Falls towers above us, a 151-meter giant fed by glaciers high in the mountains. As the meltwater gathers speed, it plunges straight down the sheer cliff face with incredible force, creating one of Milford Sound's most iconic sights. The closer we get, the louder the roar becomes, and the spray kicks up in every direction. It's easy to see why they call this the bridal veil. The water fans out in a shimmering white curtain as it crashes into the fjord below. Whenever the waterfalls faded from view, the mountains took over the show. Massive, rugged peaks dominating the skyline and locking our gaze on the dramatic scenery ahead. A raw, exposed patch on the mountainside marks the scar of a recent landslide, a stark reminder of how powerful and unpredictable this landscape can be. As we rounded the curve, an unexpected structure appeared ahead, the Milford Sound Underwater Observatory. Floating quietly in Harrison Cove, it's New Zealand's only floating observatory, letting visitors descend 10 meters below the surface to see rare black coral and the marine life that thrives in these dark, glacier-fed waters. Here's the fresh scar of a recent landslide, a jumbled mess of trees and brush that slid downhill after relentless rain soaked the mountainside and transformed the soil into a slippery, mud-slick chute. Next, we glide toward the mighty Bowen Falls, plunging an impressive 162 meters from a hanging valley above. Fed by the Bowen River and constant alpine rainfall, this waterfall unleashes a massive volume of icy water that roars into Milford Sound with unstoppable power. At the right moment, when the sun hangs low in the sky, Bowen Falls puts on a show of its own. The constant spray exploding from the base catches the angled sunlight and creates a brilliant, ever-present rainbow shimmering in the mist. With Bowen Falls fading behind us, our boat glided back toward the dock, easing in to unload its passengers and return them to town. Milford Sound is truly a place like no other. A breathtaking, unforgettable destination that absolutely belongs on every traveler's must-see list. While we waited to enter the Homer Tunnel, we were lucky enough to spot a wild kea, the world's only alpine parrot. These clever, mischievous birds are famous for their curiosity, olive green feathers, and the flash of bright orange hidden under their wings. Seeing one in the wild is a rare treat, especially here in the high mountain passes where they thrive. A fitting end to the day.
If you look closely, you'll notice the twin blue bands on its legs, identification markers used by conservation teams to track individual kea and monitor the health of this endangered alpine species. Here are some still images.